I had to go get me some money. I had to go get me some money.
Ice that's on the beat.
Secure the bag. Go get that cash. Run up a check. Ay. Secure the bag. Go get the cash. Run up a check. And never look back. Don't never look back. Secure the bag. Go get that money. Go get that cash. Run up the check. Run up a check. And never look back.
Hello, welcome to Money Mondays, Secure the Bag Money Talks. I am Joaquina, aka Y, also known as Itty Bitty, and I'm your host along with...
This is Danny Mills.
And I am Antoine Antoine The Credit Fixer, your credit consultant.
Okay, great. So he is our guest for our first show today, and we're going to get started talking about what is important, which is credit.
That's it.
Credit. You got to have it.
Definitely got to have it. So just to tell you guys a little bit about this show, so it's Secure the Bag Money Talks, like Joaquina was saying. This month and every month we're going to have a topic. So our month this month is going to be the millionaire mindset. So any type of traditional views that you may have that are incorrect, we're definitely going to clear that up for you so that you can secure the bag. So the purpose of the show is to educate you guys on finance.
Also talk about business and how you can take, if you have a small business, and bring it up to a bigger business. Sometimes even people have business they're not aware of, like doing hair, selling products right at their house. You can turn it to a legitimate business and make a lot of money.
So we're going to show you how money works and how you can make it work for you. So the first thing that we're going to talk about involving credit is that credit is definitely an investment.
Most definitely is an investment. You most definitely want to have your credit score up to where you need it to be so you can able to be and invest whatever it is that you want to invest in, no matter if it's a car, no matter if it's a house.
Yes.
No matter what it is, you most definitely want that credit score up like that.
And so what we definitely mean by credit as an investment is that credit is not free ever. So no matter if you have negative items on your credit and you take them off your credit for what you believe is free, credit is not free.
I wish.
So we're going to talk about the different things that credit is not free. Okay, so the one misconception that people have is that paying your bill off before it's due each time and never paying any interest on your loans that you have or your credit cards that you have is a good thing.
Most definitely, man. That's not true at all. That is a misconception. You want to make sure that you pay your bills on a regular basis on time, but you don't want to pay it off real quick because they want to see that history end up. You want that history involved when it comes to that credit score and that credit report.
Definitely. And what a lender is looking for, so would you ever would you lend me $5,000 and then I give you $5,000 back?
Tell the truth. Tell the truth.
Negative. I mean, if you a bank and that's your business, how are you going to make any money that way?
You won't. And so therefore they don't have you, if you loan out $5,000, I give you $5,000, something's got to come back to me.
That's right.
What's the purpose of my business if I'm just getting back what I put in?
Right, so if you want lenders to look at you as beneficial to them and approve you with a higher approval rate, you do have to pay some interest. Once again, credit is not free.
That's right.
So if you do have some negative things on your credit report, which some of you guys might not even know what your credit score is or what's on your credit report. So actually, yeah, let's tell them some places they can look that up.
So first thing you can always do, everybody has the right, it's a legal right that you get a free copy of your credit report every year. You can go to annualcreditreport.com and get all 3 credit bureaus to see what your report is. So therefore you need to know what's on there. That's the start.
That's right, man.
Well, I looked on mine. There was like some hospital bills and some cable bills from like 12 years ago.
You still paying charter.
Oh, we're not going to talk about charter. We are not going to talk about charter. I'm talking about, I think maybe my parents put something on my credit. They did that, yeah. No.
Well, my mama didn't, but I do know some people who have.
Shoot, man, my mama don't cut. We come straight from the hood. Let's keep it all the way 100. We come from the hood. Mama had furniture all in my name. You name it. We had that on there. Most definitely.
So definitely you had something on there when you was a child, 12 years. Dispute that. I mean, at the end of the day, how long can you possibly have something in your name? You don't pay for it more than once over and over again. So you need to know what's on there, what's legitimate, what's not legitimate. And if it's not yours, dispute it.
That's right.
Exactly.
That's right. I like what Y said. She said freeannualcreditreport.com. You can most definitely get everything on your credit report from that site. and it's free. You know, that's a big word right there. FREE. Also, Credit Karma is real good with the reports. They suck at the scores because the scores be way off. But that report, you most definitely get that stuff. You see all the stuff on the credit report with that Credit Karma.
One of them that I like to use is Equifax. If you live in South Carolina, most likely they'll pull your Equifax score. The credit bureau that they choose is based on your location. So depending on what state you're in, they might use a different one. But if you are in South Carolina, Equifax is the one that they mainly use. So you can get an Equifax account straight directly through Equifax, and you can monitor your score through them as well.
And I actually have an account with them, which is really good. It's $19 a month, but one thing you can do on there is you can see all 3 credit bureaus at any time. You can see your credit score. They even have several programs where you can lock your credit. So if someone tries to run it, like maybe your cousin trying to put something in your name,
on now, girl.
You get that alert.
That's it.
Now, I was not trying to open up no dealer's card.
Come on now. Who you calling? Who did this?
I know you did it, cuz. So definitely make sure you look into that, because if you lock your credit score, anytime somebody try to run it and you didn't approve it, you get that alert sent to you. That way you can like, no, that wasn't me. So that way you can make sure nobody put nothing in your name anymore.
That's right.
Right. So monitoring your credit is key, because you don't want to spend money on your credit and then you don't know what's on your credit. So the next thing that people don't understand about credit is, y'all, credit is a game. Stop thinking that, oh, you're rich if you have a good credit score. There's broke people with a good credit score. There's rich people with a bad credit score. So let's keep it 100 on that.
That's right.
So
go ahead.
Credit
I want to jump in
definitely
there
a game.
quickly.
Go ahead, Antoine, go ahead.
Hey, I'm telling you, it really is a game, but you got to know how to play that game.
Now.
You most definitely got to know how to play that game, and it's a way that it can be played to the max, to the fullest, to your advantage. So you most definitely want to know how to play it.
And we're going to give you some tips on playing that game along with them. So one tip is, who likes to max out their credit card? You ain't got to be ashamed.
Come on,
you ain't
now.
got,
You
I
might
like
want
to.
to raise your hand.
I like to.
I'm a budget needs to
Yeah,
start.
she, I know she tight with it.
I'm real tight with the money.
Ain't nothing wrong with it.
It doesn't matter if you are tight with it or if you're not. You can max out your credit card despite what you may think. The whole purpose or point about that is you don't max out your credit card before it reports to your credit.
That's right.
So you need to know your reporting date for each item, each loan, each credit card, everything. You need to know your reporting dates so that you can have it looking the way that you want it to report on your credit before it reports. And then after that, you got 30 days to do whatever you want to do. But then you need to know when to go ahead and dress it up for the credit report.
Yes,
But make sure you got the money to pay it.
Girl, come on now.
So you max it out, and then you try to catch that next reporting that you ain't got it.
That's right, and that's what a lot of people feel short at, y'all.
Yeah.
They max out them cards, and they don't have the money to pay it back. You better have that money. You better know that you got that money
Don't
to
do
pay
it,
the
Danny.
card back.
She got
You know what I
money.
mean?
So don't do it, Danny.
Why everyone think I got money? I ain't got no money. I'm using opium.
Hey, that's how you gotta do it. We're gonna talk about that too. We're gonna talk about opium. But most definitely, man.
Who boyfriend pay their bills? That's opium.
Come on now. Come on now. Y'all ain't ready.
Y'all not ready.
But
All right.
and hold on, let me talk a little bit more about that maxing out. Make sure that balance is way below 30%. I know a lot of people say 30%, but you want to make sure that balance is at 10%. You know what I mean? Meaning that if you done maxed out that card, it's $1,000 card, you want to make sure that balance is $100 by the due date or by the time they report it.
Right. Before the reporting date, you want to make sure that's under 10% for excellent. And then most lenders look to make sure that it's under 30%.
Most definitely.
And despite what you guys may think, you can have hospital bills, different types of loans, repossessions, and things on your credit. But if your credit card is maxed out, that can take you down from anywhere to 40 to 100 points.
That's right.
So sometimes you guys don't actually need credit repair. You just need to pay your credit card.
That's it. Most definitely.
Right.
Now, if you do get credit repair, we can take anything negative off of your credit, but if you don't pay those credit cards down, you still will not have the score that you're looking for.
That's right. So it'd be a waste of time while we taking off that negative stuff and you still got maxed out cards.
Right.
Okay, and then I just want to tell them a little bit. So building credit and repairing credit is two different things. Some people pay a credit repair company or a person to take all the negative items off of their credit, and then they still don't have the score they want. So
Repeat that again.
okay, so people will pay credit repair agencies or a person to take negative items off of their credit, have no negative items on their credit, but still do not have the score that they want.
Yeah.
So let me put it to y'all. If you don't look at your credit report, and then you just go jump and go pay somebody to repair it. It might not need to be repaired. You paying for something you're not going to get what you're looking for. You're looking for a credit score to increase, but they can't increase your credit score because you don't have nothing on there. You just need to get a card.
Build your credit.
You just need to build it.
Because you wasted your money. You wasted your money if
Right.
you do that. You want to have something positive on your credit report. And if you ain't got nothing on there, you paying somebody to restore it. You ain't what you restoring.
You ain't restoring nothing but the
Right.
price.
So if you're gonna pay,
Okay.
right? If you're gonna pay, you want to make sure that you're making your money work for you. So you want to make sure you're putting your money into the right avenue to get what you're looking for.
And a key secret, they ain't going to look at all that for you. It's a business.
That's right.
So be smart about your money.
Right. If you say you want your credit repaired, that's what they're going to do. They're not going to tell you what you actually need to do unless you come to a consultant like us at DT Financial Group or Antoine. We will definitely consult you because we want to make sure that you're getting ahead and the most for your money. So, also about building your credit, there's things that you can do to build your credit. So let's say you're 30 years old, you're trying to buy a house, and you didn't know that those past 10 years you could have been building your credit. So what do you do about that? So what you can do about that is get a trade line. That's something that you can do with a history attached to it. So people think that trade lines are illegal. Trade lines are not illegal. Trade lines are definitely very legal.
Look,
Now you can get scammed and someone can tell you that they're going to give you a trade line that is an unauthorized account and just give you like a dead person's trade line or something like that. Now that's not what we're talking about. Okay, so
Do
we're
your
talking
research.
about being an authorized user. So
That's
I'm going
right.
to explain that to you real quick. So if Joaquina has excellent credit, let's say she got an 800 credit score.
Hey.
So she has an American Express card with a $15,000 balance. Okay, so I have no credit cards at all. This is the scenario. So let's say I tell Joaquina that Joaquina's going to help me out. So what she does is she will add me, my name, and my social as an authorized user onto her American Express card.
That's
and then
legal.
the next time that it reports, it will report with my name attached on it. So it will report on both my credit and then also her credit.
That's legal.
And then that will actually boost your credit score. I did that with one trade line and boosted mine for 80 points. It boosted it 80 points in the first month. It continues to boost it each month because each month is showing that, hey, you have more payment history. So it's going to continue to increase your score. That is definitely very legal to do.
Now, when you do this, don't be doing it for everybody. Make sure you do this for somebody you want to help out.
That's
Because you
right.
don't want to be damaging yourself.
That's
Now,
right.
you don't want to do it with someone that likes to max out their card either, because if they
right.
max out that card,
It's gonna
I
mess
pay
you
mine
up.
up. So if you max out that card, you know, and then that's going to go on your credit too. So whoever that you're dealing with to be an authorized user on their account, you want to make sure that they're actually going to keep that paid under 10%. Also, if they don't use the card at all, that is not going to help you.
Right. It's a credit card for a reason.
That's right.
It means they want you to use it. And
They
if
want you to actively use it.
Right. And some people realize they'll have a credit card and never use it, and you'll see that your credit score may drop. It's because you're not using the credit. They don't see any type of reflection that you're using what they're giving you. You don't have any buying power. So at that point, you become useless to them. And after so many months, they will actually decline, cancel out your card. Even though you did nothing wrong, you wasn't using it because they want you to use it. That's how they get paid.
That's how they get paid.
Right. Credit is a business. These credit bureaus are in business to make money. They are not a non-for-profit agency.
You heard that? You heard that? Definitely, yeah, that's right. But you most definitely want to keep that thing active, just like they said. I piggyback on all that. You most definitely do.
Get some gas. Get a little groceries.
Another thing you can do, like let's say you don't have any credit cards and you don't have a score to actually get approved for a credit card. So along with getting a trade line, one of the things that we always suggest is to get a secured Capital One card. So what that's going to do, they're going to require you to make a $49 down payment and they'll give you around a $200 credit card.
Yes,
As soon as you start to use that and it posts on your credit score will definitely increase.
Most definitely. And guess what? When you paying on that Capital One card, they'll increase your credit limit eventually. So that $200 could jump to $500 just by you paying on your credit card on time. So that's an awesome thing. And you want that high credit limit. The higher your credit limit is, the better your score will increase.
And make sure you still don't max out this $200 card. I know $200 is not a lot of money. So just get one tank of gas or maybe some cereal and some milk. Don't get out of hand. 'Cause I know $200 is not a lot. You buy a pair of J's, it's over with. You don't max out the card.
That's right. That's right.
And if you ain't got $200 to pay it back, then there you go, damaging your credit again. So still you want to have the same responsibility with a $200 credit limit that you would with a $5,000 credit limit.
Guys, the key is auto pay. If you forget to pay your bills, you got too much going on like I do, just put everything on auto pay. You never have to worry about nothing.
Say it again, because she always got to call me. Why can't you do this for me?
Auto pay.
Like today the 15th, auto pay that thing for the 15th.
Right.
You know, set that thing up and it automatically draft. You ain't got to worry about it.
Or if you like me, auto pay it for the 14th because people be tripping sometimes. Everyone human.
Come on now.
That is true.
Real talk. Real talk.
So another thing that me and Antoine were talking about, also Joaquina was in on it too, the Z Black card that we've been talking about, what that's going to do is put a trade line on your credit. So if you guys are interested in that and increasing your credit score by building your credit, definitely get at me or Antoine about that as well. So now, another thing that I want to talk about is who thinks being debt free is good for your credit.
It could be vice versa.
Mm-hmm. And a lot
Wrong.
of people still think that.
Wrong.
I like to be debt free.
If you are not actively using your credit, what will happen is, let's say you pay everything on your credit off and then you wait 3 more years, you won't even have a credit score.
Oh, no.
When you go to check your credit, you will not even have a credit score.
Mm-hmm.
So they want to see that you're actively being able to take care of your bills, pay your payments. They want that to see that you're actively paying, and lenders want to see that you're actually making them money.
That's right.
So don't get it twisted where they just want to get their money back. No one wants to just get their money back. Everyone's in business to make money.
Make money, no doubt. No doubt.
Okay, so OPM is other people's money.
Other people money, baby.
And that's what I want to talk about.
OPM.
OPM. Who uses OPM? Who's ever used OPM?
You just heard how excited I got.
Use it on this hair.
Who paid for that hair?
My husband.
Oh, okay, so that's other people's money.
Yes.
I pay for my wives too, you know. We got to. Happy wife, happy life.
That is the truth.
Okay, so to talk about that a little bit, some of you guys may want to start a business, but you don't have the funds to do that. That's perfectly fine because most people do not actually use their own money. It's actually not even good to use your own money because anything can happen and then you'll have a risk. And then actually, instead of increasing your income, what you'll do is lower your credit score and put you behind on your bills if something happens negative with your business. So if you are actually having a business loan or something that is funded to you where you can finance it, that will make you able to make lower payments and actually get a larger amount of money. So using other people's money is definitely an advantage, and you want to take leverage of it. So if you were before, using other people's money to pay your bills or buy something that you want, now you can turn that into using the bank's money, and it's actually a lot easier and less arguments. What up?
She said less arguments. Who's not arguing with?
It's like less effort because you don't have to convince anyone to give you the money. You just go to the bank and you show them, and then bam, they give it to you. So it's even better than asking someone. So you know what I'm saying?
That's right. And you got to know how to flip that. What you go invest in to make that money back and some. So you most definitely want to know what you invested in. Have a business plan already laid out.
And market yourself, which will be the next show we'll talk about.
Yeah.
So let's talk about what is an asset and what is a liability. Okay, Antoine, you first. So is the BMW that you drive in an asset or a liability?
It's a liability.
And why is that?
Because it's the company's car. It's the company's car. A lot of people don't want to say that, but it is. It's a liability because it's coming out of your pocket. It's coming out of your check. So,
Is it making you any money?
Not at all.
Then it's a liability.
It's a liability.
Okay, the house
I
that
do
you live in.
take vacations with it.
You
take vacations in that motherfucker.
The house that you living in, Joaquina, is that an asset or a liability?
A liability.
Are you making any money from that house?
Right. Well, no, but I could in my equity later on as I keep paying into it.
Are you making any money right now? Are you putting one of the rooms on Airbnb so I can come stay in it when I want to dip out my house?
Because I will. I got 2 extra bedrooms.
Okay, because that's how you can actually turn your residential property into.
I got some extra
asset. But that's another show. That's another show. They ain't ready.
I just want to share this a little bit since you said that. I got a home girl. She renting out both of her rooms. She getting $1,250 a month for both of her rooms, and she
Where's she in downtown Greenville?
She stay at Simpsonville.
Who coming to Centerville?
She got a big old house. Though.
Oh, okay.
So she killing it. That's an asset.
That's how you can, anytime that you have something that is not making you any money, that's a liability.
Mm-hmm.
If the car that you're driving, if you want to put it on Uber and you start making money off of it, then it becomes an asset. Then you can write it off. You can actually write off your car payment. You can write off your insurance, all of that. That's another story. We'll get into that.
Oil change.
But
your wipers.
you can actually benefit from these payments that you're making instead of continuously paying out.
Right.
So also, for assets and liability, let's say, is the clothes you buy asset or liability that you put on your store credit card?
I don't have no credit cards. I'm telling you about that. He got the credit cards over there.
Antoine?
I'm credit card free. I got one, but I don't use it.
What would you say? I mean, you said the clothes I put on. Is it a?
They're not making any money.
They ain't making me no money. Tax write off. That's about it.
Yeah, unless you're a stripper, it ain't making you no money.
That's
So,
past life. Just kidding. Just kidding.
I mean, I guess you're not putting them on, you taking them off, but whatever you do with them.
They throw the dollars.
Yeah,
So that's the asset for the strippers.
Hey. Secure the bag, however you do it. So now it's actually going to be our intermission because we are going to go into a commercial. So we will be right back with you guys, and we'll be talking about corporate credit.
That's it.
Secure the bag. Go get the cash. Run up a
We're excited to introduce our upcoming podcast channel, Secure the Bag Money Talks, with your host, Danny Mills, and my co-host,
Wakina, aka Itty Bitty.
We're going to be talking about money talks, street talk, and corporate talk.
So we'll talk about how you can take your street life into a business.
And we'll be talking about investments and corporations and much more, but you'll have to tune in each and every Monday on Money Mondays and watch our show.
Working, I be serving. Really got it out the mud. Ain't nobody give me nothing. I went and got me some paper.
This is Danny Mills, and we're right back with you and Antoine The Credit Fixer.
Hey, what's happening?
So we gave you guys a little bit of tips on your personal credit. So now we're going to get into the corporate side of things, and we're going to talk about your business credit. Okay, so what a lot of you guys may not know is that your business has a social called an EIN number. So it's your employer identification number.
Employer identification number.
And you can actually have a whole separate credit report built to that number. So
wait a minute. I never got an EIN. Where'd I get that from?
Oh, well, what you need to do is contact DT Financial Group so that we can register it for you. Now, if you do know how to do it yourself, you can go to the Secretary of State website for whatever state that you're in and register it on your own. Just don't mess it up because it costs more to fix it than to make it.
So you tell me I can get one for my business I do at my house?
Yes.
Oh, okay. I didn't know that.
Yes,
okay.
you
That's
can.
right.
And you can then open a business account at any bank.
So definitely if you have a business, you haven't got it legalized for whatever reasons, you don't know how, there's steps to do that. You can contact one of us to do so. If you feel comfortable doing your own, you can, but definitely make sure you get your business, legalized so that you can step into getting corporate credit.
That's right, and that goes for the hustlers too. I know y'all out there, y'all want to change your ways and go legal. Man, get that EIN number, get that LLC.
It doesn't matter if you're selling clothes, selling hair, doing nails, doing makeup on the side, whatever it is that you're doing.
Lashes, tattoos.
People think that, they need to have a certain amount of money before they legalize their business and register it, or they think that they need to have a building or something before they legalize their business. That is not true.
Not at all.
And what you're actually doing by waiting to legalize your business is you're taking away time from yourself that you could be building credit and making yourself more revenue and more profitable.
Them jewels right there. Pick up them jewels.
Okay, another misconception that people have, it doesn't matter if you have $1 million business, if you have received a $20,000 loan from a bank under your EIN number, if you have credit cards under your EIN number, all of these things. If you have all of these things and you do not have a D&B number, which is a Duns and Bradstreet number, your credit is not being reported anywhere. It's not public, and no lenders can see it except the lender you're using. So if Wells Fargo approved you for $20,000, you do not have that on your credit report. That means that when Wells Fargo pulls your credit, they'll see the $20,000. $50,000. If you go to TD Bank, they're not going to see any of that. So you have to have a Duns and Bradstreet number in order for your credit to be reported for your business. If you don't have one, you do not have business credit, no matter how long you've been in business.
That's right. That DNB protects you. It does protect you, so you most definitely want that.
And then it's public information, so any lender can see what your business is actually doing, and you can actually get approved for more things quickly, you guys, with a business. You can get zero down, you can get low interest rates, you can get higher loan amounts and all of that from having a business EIN instead of using your social. So if you have a mortgage on your credit, you have a car on your credit, and you have a maxed out credit card, it doesn't matter if you are using your EIN number. None of that will report on your business credit because it's completely separate.
Now, one thing I would suggest for you to get into building your business, one thing I even talk to Daniel about, a self-lender. Are you familiar with that? Have you ever recommend any of your clients a self-lender?
No, I haven't, but I need to get on it, though.
Okay. Well, Self-Lender is a company that will allow you to get a personal loan, $1,000, $2,000, no more than that, where you can make payments into it to build up your credit. And they report it every month for you. And you can put on auto pay, so therefore you ain't going to forget the payments. And the payments are very low. You can go from 80, 40 to 20, depending on what your loan amount is. But it does help build your credit score, report it monthly for you. And at the end of the period, which is usually 12 months, all the money you paid into it, you get it right back. So it's your money that you basically put in a personal loan on, you get it right back.
Well, how can you lose that? You put some money down and you get all that right back. But
right back.
And your credit score going up.
Right.
Now, don't get confused because I said things that you may have debt in on your personal credit will not stop you from getting anything on your business credit. Now, however, you do have to have at least a 700 to 750 credit score to be approved for business loans on your initial loan that you're doing.
Come holler at me. We'll get you down.
So if you are trying to get a business loan anywhere from $50,000 and up to $1 million, however much that you're needing, you do need to have at least a 700, 750 credit score on your personal credit. And what you'll be actually is called a personal grantor. So on your first loan, it's not actually going to go on your personal credit, but however, if you fail to pay it, then it will go on your personal credit. But you'll use that to build your business credit, and then from then on, you can simply use your EIN number, and you won't have to use your social.
That's it.
So if you're not at that 750 for your personal score, taking the tips of doing the secured core, the self-lender, paying your payments on time, all of that will get you to that point, but you have to stay on top of it. You can't take a break, because I know we all fall behind in things, but as long as you stay on that path and doing the right thing, it can get you to where you need to be so you can move into corporate credit.
No doubt. I know a lot of people want them homes, but you most definitely want that business stuff situated if you do got a desire to have a business. Because I know a lot of people don't have that desire, but if you're one of them, then you most definitely want all that we're talking about right there when they get that 750 credit score. Because that's considered excellent credit, so you most definitely want that so you can get what you need to get on the business side of things.
And that's all considered credit building, not credit repair. So that is building, the secured car, making the payments on time, the self-lender, that's building. So you got to always focus on building, because the more you build, the more you receive back.
That's right.
Right, and then also if you do want to open a bank account, or even if you have one account or several accounts, if you don't have an account with a credit union, you definitely need to get an account with a credit union. You can choose whichever one you want, but you definitely need an account with a credit union.
And them credit unions are off the chain. Most definitely. I love credit unions, all of them.
Now, the reason that you do want to use a credit union is, one, that is a nonprofit agency. Number two is they're going to report your credit each and every month on anything that you have with them. It'll be reported to your credit to all three bureaus each and every month. Another reason is they have the lowest interest rates.
Yes, that's the key. Lower interest rate. Big banks, your money is small compared to the clients they have.
Them big banks taxing. I'm not going to lie to you, but you get that credit union, they really want to help you. They're not called a credit union for no reason. So they most definitely want to help you. I'm talking about you get a car, you probably paying $125 a month compared to going to Wells Fargo with these big name brand banks. They go tax you. They go get their money because that's what they do.
Right. A low interest rate would be something that's under 10%. If you're paying over 10%, either one, your credit needs repair or building, or number two, you're at the wrong bank.
That's right.
Right. And most of the time, it's normally the wrong bank.
That's it.
It's normally the wrong bank. And if you're in Greenville, South Carolina, and you've been having issues with getting with a credit union, definitely contact Paul Pimpson. That's my big brother.
Hey, she had a shout out to big brother.
He would definitely make sure he plug you in. So that's the plug talk for the day. So if you're in Greenville, well, matter of fact, let's not even say Greenville. Let's just say upstate.
Upstate, South
In
Carolina.
upstate, if you have any issues with getting with a credit union, definitely hit up my brother, Paul Pimpson. Pinson.
Write
He'll
that down.
take care of you.
That's
Seriously.
our plug talk, so definitely write that down.
That's right.
Now, if you feel like you can't get approved for something, you don't have check stubs, you don't have everything in order, you definitely want to hit that plug up. So that's our plug of the week on our plug talk. Definitely hit Paul Pimpson up for any type of loan that you're trying to be approved for if you feel like you cannot be approved. Now, if you need your credit fixed, hit up me or Antoine. If you need to actually get the loan, then you're going to hit up Paul Pimpson for that if you're trying to get the best rate.
That's right.
Okay, and so another thing that we can talk about is scams that we just want to make you guys aware of.
But they heavy out there.
So a lot of people have a bad taste in their mouth about credit repair, about trade lines, about credit cards, and things like that
About
because they've been
anything.
scammed.
Man, I hate you scam artists. Y'all make it hard for me. Let me say that.
That's
Man.
true. And I feel like once one person have a bad taste of a company or whatever it is, they spread it. They go on social media, so then they get cameras to the point the story get twisted, confused. You add more companies, and therefore you miss out on what's good for you.
I'm gonna tell y'all something. If y'all paying $1,000, $1,200 to get your credit repaired, please don't do that.
Scams.
Please, though, that's a scam. If somebody taxing you on that, if it's 800 something, that should be a red flag.
Because if you got that amount of money to pay it, you could just pay the people, right?
That's right.
If you pay for credit repair and it comes off your credit and comes back on, you have been scammed.
That's right. With us, it's straight legal. We got legal credit attorneys that do this, meaning that once it get deleted off your credit, it stays deleted. If it don't stay deleted, then that somebody done scammed you. Because we follow the Fair Credit Reporting Act. That protects all consumers. So most definitely, man.
If someone tells you that for your maxed out credit card that you can pay them half and they're going to make your payment, bruh, you about to get scammed.
That's it. Jules, pick them up.
And sometimes, to me, it should be common sense. But if you ever have any questions or anything, make sure you contact one of us. Because we don't want somebody else to get scammed. Because when they get scammed, then you start having bad taste and you won't listen to us or nobody else.
Oh, she gonna call them out on Facebook. You
Yeah.
believe that.
So definitely,
She gonna let me know.
make sure you contact somebody, ask them. And anybody who knows me, I get questions all the time. I can't. What about this and that? And I'll tell you, I don't share knowledge. It's all the same.
That's it.
I get my blessings a different way.
Come on now.
Right. And now understand when you're being scammed and when you're not. If you don't pay your credit card and your credit drops,
That's
you
how
scammed
it's done.
yourself.
That's
Yeah.
Okay, do not think someone scammed you because you're not following directions.
Come on now. You crazy.
And that's true.
That real talk though, man. For real.
You gotta follow directions. You
I'm
gotta be
telling
on top
you, I
of
see
it.
them customers, they do it all the time. Like, man, what my credit score drop? Did you pay your credit card? Nah.
Nah, bro.
Right?
I ain't
That's
paying.
why.
Right. And now, if we told you 3 to 5 months, and then you didn't pay your credit card that month, and we got to start over, that's 3 to 5 months
Come
for
on
you
now.
now. Now, don't be scammed by not doing math.
I'm getting so yeah, that's right. That's right.
So you'll see a lot of different scams out there. So a lot of them is pay $1,000, I'll fix your credit. Sometimes you even see the sign stuck in the ground.
Yeah, oh yeah.
Y'all see the same
Look, but I don't even want to do that now, boy. There's too many crooked people out there, boy.
Right,
I gotta change my marketing strategies.
So definitely make sure, research things. And I mean, of course, everybody has a smartphone these days. Google stuff. Find out on your own. But don't get sucked up for nothing when you can. It's free knowledge out there. Google it. Ask somebody.
If someone helping you pay your credit cards and you have to contact them through WhatsApp, it's a scam.
That's right.
Nobody ain't doing it. Really, so.
Yeah.
I'm trying to tell you,
Oh,
man.
God.
Hey, man, reading,
It don't
man.
got real
Reading,
life.
get your
This is
research.
so real.
And we laughing, but on a serious tip, get that research.
Man,
Get
I
that
done been
research
scammed.
in.
People will play with your money and then make you want to.
Hey, and they good at it too. Sound convincing to the mug.
And that's why I'm tight with my money, because I know people be doing it and I don't have time.
Go to a legit agency or a legit person, someone that you can Google and contact and meet in person to actually take care of your finances. Your finances are a big, important part of your life. Anytime that you do make a mistake with them, you're going to have to start all over. So you definitely want to make sure that you're making all your next moves, your best moves when it comes to your finances.
No doubt, man. Finances is vital, especially in a marriage. I mean, that's the number one reason why people divorce is because they don't have their money straight. So you most definitely want to have those finances in order.
Definitely secure the bag.
That's right. Secure that bag for real. Take that.
Have that money right.
This is important. This is important.
You better have that money
I know
right.
I saw a Facebook post the other day. It said something about white women will stay around or do this and that for you or whatever. What did it say? What was it? You saw it. It was like Kim Kardashian. It was another one. Y'all don't know what I'm talking about?
I don't know, but I don't care if I'm white, blue, green.
Come on.
You better have that money right.
I was about to say, it said, oh, these celebrities or whatever didn't have to deal with this, but I do. I was like, because they had their check right.
Right. The Kardashians already said.
No,
Like, if you're a millionaire, you come home late, the conversation would be a little different than if you broke.
Facts.
I don't know. I'm a little crazy.
I
I don't care if you're a millionaire or brokenaire. You better have it.
Yeah, you better have it right, bro. Because you got a lot, you know.
But one thing, since we're talking about the Kardashians, did y'all see the about the youngest sister?
Oh, yeah.
Kylie.
Yes.
So we're going to be talking about that next week. We're going to talk all about Kylie, but one thing that...
right now.
No, we can't talk about that. But one thing that we can touch on is that I just saw that her fans are actually donating money to her to make her America's first youngest billionaire woman.
Getting it.
And she ain't even that far from
Who
it.
donates to millionaires? That's self-made right there.
Social media.
Boss.
Wow.
She done tricked y'all. She tricked y'all.
She under the age of
She
21.
played that game to
And
the
richer than
fullest.
all of everybody in the whole family.
Richer than the whole family. And people that don't want to give her props and saying that, oh,
Stop
that's
hating.
because she's
Stop
famous
hating.
and this and that. No, the whole point is that you have to go and take your life into your own hands and your own control and make it work for you.
Social media, bro. Social media.
Billionaire.
Right. So our next show will be on marketing and branding. So you definitely want to tune in for that one. We just want to thank you guys for tuning in with us right now.
Appreciate it.
So if you do have any questions about credit repair, contact me or Antoine Payton right here, Antoine The Credit Fixer on Instagram. If you have any questions about registering a business or getting a business credit set up, contact me or Joaquina through DT Financial Group. And any other questions you have, you can contact us on Facebook. Do not ask me if any of the things I'm doing is legit. If you ask me that, I will block you with no hesitation.
I won't.
Joaquina won, I will.
Joaquina
So hit
block
her
you
with
too.
that.
She
Hit her
gonna block
with
you
it.
too.
But
Don't disrespect like that, man. You see what we doing?
we definitely want to educate you guys in any way that we can so that you can live the life that you want to live for yourself, your kids, your family, whatever you're doing it for. So make sure that you secure the bag. It's Money Mondays. Start your week off with a great start and make sure that you're taking your finances into your own control.
That's right.
So make sure y'all subscribe to the channel. Share with your friends, cousins, co-workers, grandbabies. Share with everybody.
Share right now. Go ahead and hit the share button wherever you're watching
Hashtag
it.
secure the bag. Hashtag
Money Talks.
Money Mondays.
That's it. Appreciate you. Thanks for having me.
Bye.
Oh, you good.
I had to go get me some money. I had to go get me
Ice
some money.
stats on the beat.
Secure the bag. Go get that cash. Run up a check. Ay. Secure the bag. Go get the cash. Run up a check. And never look back. Don't never look back. Secure the bag. Go get that money. Go get that cash. Run up the check. Run up a check. And never look back.